Good evening. You are watching Channel 6's Nightly News at 6 with Jesse. Breaking news tonight, as one of the most famous contributors to the identity of DNA, Oswald Theodore Avery dies. A tragic death caused by liver cancer. Avery was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia on October 21st, 1877. His father was a Baptist pastor, and when Avery was 10, his father became the pastor at Mariners Temple in New York City's Lower East Side. Although his father received only a small pastoral salary, thanks to John D. Rockefeller, a supporter of their church, and his donations, they were able to manage quite well. Avery was a very well-educated physician and medical researcher. He began his college education at Colgate University, and in 1900 he received his Bachelor of Arts degree from there. After his undergraduate years, Avery went to Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons, and in 1904 he received his Doctor of Medicine degree. Later in 1948, Dr. Rufus Cole, director at Rockefeller Institute Hospital, offered him a job at Rockefeller to study pneumococcus, where he stayed until his retirement. Although his childhood and educational accomplishments were significant to Oswald's success, one key experiment that Avery and his partners Colin MacLeod and Macklin McCarty had tried ended up producing a very important piece of information that affected DNA and genetics as a whole. Before Avery's experiment, most scientists believed that cell genetic information was found in the protein of a cell. By using specific bacteria and enzymes, Avery and his associates were able to conclude that genetic information, after all, was not held in cell protein, but actually the DNA was the material in which genes and chromosomes are made up of. They found that DNA is the molecular basis for passing on genetic information and biological self-replication. This discovery forced geneticists of that time to reevaluate their emphasis on the protein as the major means of transmitting hereditary information. This revolutionary experiment greatly affected the future of the science world and, more importantly, genetics and heredity. His investigation eventually allowed for further research of his work, which, in consequence, led to Watson and Crick's discovery of the helical structure of DNA in 1952. This event was the beginning of modern genetics and molecular biology. Today we celebrate the death of a brilliant figure that contributed greatly to the knowledge of DNA. Oswald Theodore Avery, at the age of 77, leaves this world and the science community, but his unbelievable accomplishments will forever be with us. That's all for tonight's edition of Nightly News at 6. Have a good night. Stay classy.